today we're going to finish talking about the Georgia regions. So this is our last region. We're going to talk about the Appalachian Plateau. All right, you ready?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
put your chair down because you're going to fall. Oh, I'm going to turn the sound off.
It sounds like
Where's
it's
the camera at?
bro.
All right, so here, I'm going to kind of pause the video throughout. Right here at the very top of our state of Georgia is the Appalachian Plateau. Okay,
That's a switch.
it's very tiny. It's the smallest one in it.
What's the Blue Ridge?
Yeah, that's
All right,
big.
so this is a mountainous region. Okay, so what's there?
Mountains.
The mountains.
It's pretty.
It is.
Oh,
It's very
wonderful.
pretty.
I love it.
There are highlands
Flat.
and there's flatlands. So that means there's tall peak mountains, but then there's also some flat areas. All right, there are many streams and rivers throughout the Appalachian Plateau. This right here is an example of one of the rivers that flows through there. Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
Okay, it's in the northwest corner of Georgia, which we saw a while ago, whenever we looked at a picture of the state. It's mostly covered by oak forest, so there are lots of forests, and if it's an oak forest, what kind of trees do you think
Oak
are there?
trees.
Oak trees.
Wait, what is an oak tree? Do it got nuts on it?
Has acorns. All right, so let's pause it right there, because we really need to focus a good bit on what type of soil and what type of animals and creatures live in the Appalachian Plateau. So the soil is clay-based, so there are rocks. The rocks are limestone, and they're also clay rocks.
Ooh,
So what color does that clay look?
gray, grease,
So
I
if
thought
it's that
clay rock
clay,
was
it's like a bright,
red.
gray.
almost like a red, like an orangey color.
I thought
So it
clay rock
almost
was
looks
more-
like a dirt road. Looks like mud.
Hey,
I saw clay rock before.
Yeah,
what rock?
A clay
those
rock.
clay rocks.
Like it look like a dirt one?
Yeah, it
Oh,
kind of looks
oh,
like
okay.
that color of a
Yeah,
dirt
okay.
road.
I saw that.
All right, so azaleas and mountain laurel are found on the ground. So those are just some of the plants that grow
I could tell this.
in the Appalachian Plateau.
Oh, here.
All right, so what kind of animals do you think?
Deer.
There's a deer,
Bear.
lots of deer,
Bear.
Hey, you good at your deer.
Frogs.
frogs, toads. All right, frogs and toads are going to probably live near what?
The ocean, the pond.
The pond, or what were those that were flowing?
Lily
Through
pads,
the
rivers.
rivers. And there are some lakes and different
Wait,
things like that.
Why is
close
lily
ponds.
pads? What is it?
So those are
Oh.
mainly in
Oh,
ponds. So
So,
foxes, there's
frogs.
lots of different wildlife. Make sure you're listening.
Frogs.
You'll get your chance in just a minute. So foxes.
Mm.
Oh.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Now why is an eagle important to us?
Because that represents America.
Absolutely does. An eagle represents the United States of America. That's our national bird. And eagles live in this area. So that's very
Oh, yeah,
important.
I've seen something.
That's really neat, isn't it? These are enormous birds, and they're very rare. We
They
don't
eyesight,
see.
their eyesight is so good. We might can't see them, but they can see us.
You're exactly right. So it's rare. So this is an area which
There
eagles
was one
live
on the
in. So
playground.
that's
There was one on the playground.
Hold
on
on.
the playground.
You showing them looks.
All right.
Eagles aren't. I know.
So
that.
we do have some eagles' nests around,
Yeah.
but they're just kind of rare. All right. So there again is our Appalachian Plateau. So what I want you to do now, I'm going to leave this pulled up for just a minute.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to leave this pulled up. I am going to get our color pencils out, and I want you to color in this section of our map because this is the section that we talked about today.
I might do it.
So go ahead and color in the Appalachian Plateau on your map. Just do that quickly.
Can one of y'all hand me a blue?
Yeah. Here.
You got. Wait, what is it?
It don't work. It don't work. It doesn't work.
That's not supposed to be in there,
Out
is
of
it?
color.
I think that's what Play-Doh
Alright,
is.
do it quick. No.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, this is the smallest area, so it shouldn't take you but just a second. Alright, Trip, what color would you like? Don't throw them.
I'm sorry. I tried to
Alright,
make
pick
it.
one and color.
I got it.
Can we put it in the
Sorry if I hit one of
We'll
y'all.
work on the rest of them as we're going through them.
Wait, do you want us to put our name on it?
Yes,
I ain't got pencils.
you can use your color pencil.
And what color you want, Mason? No, your name.
Alright, so what I want you to do after you color it, I want you to flip over to the back. Flip over to the back. And I want you to write 3 things that you learned about the Appalachian Plateau.
I might need help.
What
with
are
some.
3 things, sound it out if you don't know how to spell it, 3 things that you learned about the Appalachian Plateau. You can talk about the animals. You can talk about the landscape. It has mountains, but it also has flat areas.
How you spell?
You can talk about, just sound it out. You can talk about rivers.
Half of there.
Sound it out.
D
Sound it out.
H
Alright, so turn it over.
T H E R E.
So you're just gonna write 3 things down that you seen from our virtual field trip that we just took.
Can I ask 3? Can I ask some people?
E R E.
Right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
P-R, bread, E,
Just sound it out.
T H E R E.
this is bread. Yeah, I think this has spell it.
Just do your best.
Okay, I did that.
Okay.
Can I really use it? G E E R.
Alright, thank you, Shreya. You're ready. Mason's ready.
Oh, done with the story?
You're almost there. Alright, write quietly because you don't want someone else to take your idea. You'll be able to share your ideas together in just a minute. Okay. So once you're finished, you can put your color pencils away. Alright, we're going to review a little bit. So we talked about previously, we talked about where all of the regions are. So here is the Appalachian Plateau. That's what we talked about today. We talked about the ridge and valley. We've talked about Blue Ridge. Okay. We talked about the Piedmont region, and then we're going to talk about the coastal plain region. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to review a little bit. Let me get my keyboard.
Are them chips and what you yours?
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So turn this way so that you can see. So you're gonna take turns and you're gonna come up and we're going to talk about which region goes where, okay? So this, you get to, well, pull and drag, if it will work. So we may have to do it like this, which is fine. Alright, so what we're gonna do, so we just talked about the Appalachian Plateau. Where is that gonna go? What color?
Red.
The red. This is not going to work for me.
Was it working earlier?
Yes. We may have to just use this. Alright, so how about this? Instead of you guys doing it, look at your map. So turn your paper back over. So we said the Appalachian Plateau. I'm gonna come up here to the red, okay? All right, look at Blue Ridge. Please do not do that while I'm talking.
Blue
Put that
Ridge?
pencil in the bucket. In the
Blue
bucket. Look at Blue Ridge. What color up here should Blue Ridge be on?
Blue.
Dark blue. I don't know.
Dark blue.
It's green.
What?
Dark blue.
So up here, what color is it?
Dark blue.
Right here, it's that dark blue. Very good. So I'm gonna choose that.
What happened? It is green.
But that's a different region.
Oh.
So this one is the Blue Ridge up here on this side. All right, now what color, or what is the coastal plain? Coastal plain.
Light blue.
Light blue.
The light blue. Very good.
Gold.
Okay. What about the Piedmont region?
Purple.
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 All right, then there's one more that's
The
in
green.
between.
Valley. The ridge and valley.
Very good. The valley and the ridge. So what color is the valley and the ridge?
Green. Purple.
Put those back in the bucket.
Purple.
Not purple. We already have purple.
Green.
Green, green,
Green.
green.
Very good. Very good. All right.
I was looking at
So what we're going to do is we still have one more region that we're going to talk about. But today we're also going to go ahead and set up our Google document. So what I want you to do is I want you to open your Chromebooks and log in. Here, let me have your color pencils.
First one to open it. Third. Let's do your brace here.
All right, once you get logged in, go ahead and open up your internet browser. Please stop. So that yours looks like this. We've done Google Slides before, but I'm going to walk you through it. Setting up the beginning.
Okay, do you want it to go on my home?
Yep. Perfect. Go ahead and make sure you're at your Google home screen, just like mine does. That is on the same page. You have a different background. Miss Carter's just not quite that fancy. Alright, so once you're on your Google home screen, you're gonna come over here to the waffle,
Okay.
Wall.
and you're going to find Google Slides. So that's right here.
We got that little torn paper under it.
It's the yellow paper.
Okay.
And you're gonna open up Google Slides.
Oh, here. I haven't been on Google Slides in a long time.
Okay, so go ahead and click on Google Slides.
A blank.
Okay, I'm so glad I still got these though.
Okay?
Yes.
Alright, so you're gonna start a blank presentation. So you are going to want to click on the plus sign.
Okay.
Make sure you are on a blank presentation.
Hold on, guys. This right here. This right here.
Thank you.
You're
Alright, so go ahead and click on a blank presentation. Alright, the first thing that you're going to do, I lost my keyboard again, is we need to name our Google Slide document, because if you don't name that, you won't be able to find it later. So right up here at the top, it says Untitled Presentation. Go ahead and click in that box, and you're just gonna type in Georgia. Okay?
We got it right here.
Georgia.
Yeah, you can click on it.
What is that? Is it Google?
G-E.
Google Slides not dark.
Brush my nail now. Calm down. This right here at the top.
So the yellow one slides.
This has got Georgia G-E.
Look at the top of your paper.
Like this whole thing.
If
Georgia.
you're unsure, look at the paper.
I think it doesn't have
Okay.
Georgia. You don't put regions. You just put
Yeah, you don't have to put regions. You can if you want. You don't have to. Okay. So once we are finished discussing all of the regions, we still have that one more left. Once we're finished discussing all of the regions, then you are going to choose one of the regions that you want to create a Google slide on. Okay? You listen? So what you're going to do is you're going to be doing research. In our Google Classroom, Ms. Carter has several different websites that you are going to be able to do research on. And you're going to choose which region you want to research, okay? You're going to choose the region you want to research, and you're going to create a Google slide based on the research that you find, okay? Now, do you think you could use the virtual field trips that we've already done? Absolutely. Those are also in our Google Classroom. So you can do those as well. So, your job today is to play around with our Google Slides, okay? You're going to go ahead and create a title. I would go ahead and put Georgia Regions or Regions of Georgia as your title, okay? And then we'll create another slide that tells us exactly what region you are researching, okay?
Georgia.
It's right there at the top of your paper. Use your resources. All right, so go ahead and play around. Go ahead and look at different layouts. I know that's y'all's favorite thing to do with Google Slides. Look at the layouts. Look at the different fonts. See what colors you think are going to go well together for our Google slide.
Well, blue and green go together.
I don't know. Try it and see.
Okay.
Make sure that you're going to be able to see and read the information. If you need help looking at
So what are we doing?
how you listen, please don't interrupt me while I'm talking. You are going to add pictures in. If you need help looking for pictures to add in, let me know. I can help you do those things. Okay? All right, so go ahead and get started. All right, what do you need help with?
Pictures.
Okay, so to add in a picture, you can add a picture as your whole background, or you can just add small pictures in. So which one would you like to do?
Both, but no, this small pictures.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Insert, Image, and search the web. And then you're gonna type in what type of picture you would like to insert.
How do I do that?
But remember, it has to be able to relate to the region that you're working on.
So can we do 4 nights?